Patreon.com/the Walk-Off Podcast. $4 a month gets you in there.
The host of the Blair and Barker Show, Jeff Blair. Welcome back to the Walk-Off, man. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Good to be back, guys. Belated Happy New Year. Happy 2023. And hopefully it'll be a good baseball season for us, too.
Could not agree more. And right back at you, my man. And great first episode, by the way, back with Barker there. Love the Varsho interview. Well done.
Yeah. It's nothing like Barker hitting with another left-handed, with another left.
A lot of love showed, yes.
Yeah. When we played our usual game with Varsho, which is guess which one of us comes from Virginia. And Varsho is our grand prize winner. So, but yeah, no, listen, he's, it's odd, just purely by fluke. I've talked to his dad a couple of times as a player back when I was covering the National League or when he was a coach. And it's funny. I spoke to a couple of guys that covered the Diamondbacks and have been around the team. And they've all said the same thing about him. He does not lack for confidence. He is, knowing Toronto baseball fans, he's the type of cat that I think Blue Jays fans are really, really, really going to fall in love with. It's going to be interesting. I think there's a lot more there, I think, than a lot of people may originally see. But he's an interesting dude. He's going to be much sought after by the media. I can guarantee that, because, as I said, he does not lack confidence or opinions.
And 4 years to get to know the kid.
Yes. Yeah, he'll be around for a while. He's a guy that they had their eyes on him last year. I don't know if his move off of catching to the outfield changed their perceptions of him last year, but we've heard Dalton Varsho's name connected with the Blue Jays a couple of times. And it kind of does make sense, because for whatever reason, they just haven't been able to develop that left-hand hitting, defensively superior outfielder, right? And it's kind of the one area of the organization where you kind of scratch your head a bit. Like they have catchers coming out of the yin yang. They've developed middle infielders. They've done okay developing pitching, obviously, but for some reason, the outfield has always been a source
to elude them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is odd, right? Because the history of this organization is producing outfielders, right? I mean, it has. You go back to Kevin Pillar, a guy who, nobody thought was going to be much of a player, ended up, becoming a really good player out of this organization. But for some reason, in the past 4 or 5 years, this organization hasn't been able to develop that outfielder. So, he's here. He's part of the core now. Right? When you talk about Vladdy and Bo, you got to throw Dalton Varsho in that mix, because that's how long he's going to be here.
Well,